Welcome to this portion of Insight School of Washington onboarding. We are going to review the Stride Human Resources onboarding action items today. The Stride Human Resources onboarding consists of about 10 action steps that are mostly related to the human resources requirements of getting you officially set up as a Stride employee. We'll walk through the acceptance of the job offer, the employee handbook, setting up the I-9 W-4 and direct deposit, adding emergency contacts, confirming your address and contact information, reviewing and selecting benefits, your Stride K-12 company email, the Stride K-12 company email password recovery option, the human resources portal access, and also what to expect in terms of delivery of the Stride equipment. Now, this is an overview. Many of these items you may not have current access to yet, but we do want to make sure that you know what to expect and when your onboarding is completed. The first step is the acceptance of the job offer. And what you should expect, and what was probably already completed, was a job offer acceptance document was sent to your personal email address. It is signed digitally by you and submitted back to the Stride recruiter. You more than likely completed the step when the job offer was extended. It's important to note that as part of our partner district onboarding with Ute Valley School District, you will be asked to submit a copy of this acceptance letter. It is the replacement for the contract document that is requested. So also keep in mind that Stride and Insight employees are not under any official contract. So when you are prompted to submit your contract, it is really asking for this acceptance of the job offer. We would advise that you look in your personal email. You should have received a copy of this document when you digitally signed it. If you cannot find this document, you can reach back out to the recruiter via email or let your direct administrator know. The next item, it was signature of the Stride employee handbook. This is also usually sent to your personal email account upon accepting the job offer. And the recruiter prompts new employees to sign the acceptance page of the handbook and return it back to them. This document will not be needed again during onboarding. So if you have already completed that task, you will not need to revisit the handbook again unless you want to read it. And I want to show you where it is in the faculty live binder. If you go to the faculty live binder under Stride Human Resources, it's the first tab here. So if you want to review the handbook, or if you ever need it as a reference, this is the Stride Company Employee Handbook that is there for you. During your human resources onboarding with Stride, you also need to complete your I-9 form, your W-4 form, and direct deposit. And usually you are prompted to complete these records in emails that are also sent to your personal email. These are usually sent piecemeal where you complete these as you receive the emails. You will have access to all of these records within the Human Resources portal once your full access is finalized, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. Additionally, along with the I-9 form, W-4, and direct deposit, a part of the emails that you have received or should have already received in your email is the opportunity to add an emergency contact to your Stride profile, and also update and confirm your home address. It's very important to stay in communication if your home address changes. The address that we have on file in your Stride profile is the address that is used to deliver all of your equipment and also your first paycheck. So please update your address as soon as possible and let your direct admin know if you have recently moved since you accepted the job. All Stride employees will also have the opportunity to review and select benefits. And the top line on this is to make your selections within your first 30 days. So please keep in mind you have 30 days to review and select the Stride benefits. And you'll have full access to the portal, the Human Resources portal, usually within a few days after your official start date. Your direct administrator and ISWA admin team will be checking in with you to monitor, make sure that you receive access to this portal. And you will have the opportunity to review and select benefits. So within the HR portal, Human Resources portal, you will navigate to menu, myself, and live events. You will select I'm a new employee event to access the benefits wizard and selection. So I would encourage you to save the PDF file of this presentation and refer back to it to monitor your completion of these items. I also want to show you what it will take to log into the Human Resources portal. So it will require a two-step authentication, and it all depends on your ability to log into the office portal with your Stride K-12 company email. So I will just walk you through what it's supposed to look like and what to check for. So first and foremost, I will log into the portal, and I'm making very, very purposeful effort to log in with my K12.com account. You cannot log into the HR portal with your school accounts. So as you can see, I'm being prompted for my two-step authentication, and that's normal. So let me enter this code. You'll receive a new code every time. And I have logged into the office portal with my K12.com account. And I'm not logged in to any school accounts, any other school accounts connected to my school email, because I do not want to cause any login issues here. So I double check, I want to make sure, yes, I'm in my K12.com account. So that's the first layer of getting into the Human Resources portal. And then what you want to do from the same browser is you want to put in the altipro.k12.com address. And then you'll be in the portal. And your portal may look a little different from mine, but this is just giving you an idea of what it looks like. All right, the next item is the Stride K-12 email access, which we just referenced. And you can expect that you'll be assigned an email account that is the @k12.com address, and you'll receive your username and password instructions via email from your Insight supervisor. And this account will require setting up two-step authentication. So you'll be able to select if you want to receive your code via another email address, text, by phone call. So that will need to be set up upon logging in. And this is your Stride K-12 email that is to be used as your corporate employee account. It is not to be used with students and families. And you can access your Stride K-12 email at the office portal using this link. So there is a Stride K-12 company email password recovery option, and it is found at this link. This is where you enroll at password.k12.com to activate this option. Without enrolling in this site, you will be required to submit a technology help ticket anytime you need your password reset or password recovery. So we highly recommend that you save yourself time and frustration and enroll in the site. And let me show you what it looks like. So this is the password recovery site. You put your username and your K-12 username and K-12 password and log in, and then you'll be prompted to select your security questions. And that is part of enrolling in the site. And if you do forget your password in the future, you'll be able to log back in and answer those questions to reset your password. All right, back to the UltiPro Human Resources portal. Earlier I reviewed what you can expect with this portal, and your full access to the human Resources portal usually isn't available until at least a few days after your start date. Access to the site does require logging into the office portal, like previously shown with your Stride K-12 email. I would recommend using a browser you don't usually use. So you are less likely to be logged into any school accounts. And your steps to log into this portal would be first to log into the office portal with your Stride K-12 company email, and then navigate to the UltiPro site within that same browser, just as I showed you. All right, the last action item here is what to expect in terms of delivery of equipment. So new employees will receive home office equipment via delivery during your onboarding. Sometimes that happens before or after your start date, and the equipment is usually delivered separately because we rely on multiple vendors. The first piece of equipment to look out for is the school laptop. So you will receive an email to your personal email account that has tracking information once your school laptop has shipped. And so this will give you, some guidance around when to be home to accept the delivery. If you are not home to accept the delivery, it's usually sent to the local delivery place, and you will receive, usually they leave a ticket on your door with information about where it is. It's important to also note that Insight faculty are required to use the school laptop during work hours, and that personal laptops cannot be used for workday responsibilities. The next item is the delivery of your school phone. So you usually will not receive an email when the school phone ships. So we do rely on an outside vendor, and part of their practice is they don't send tracking information, unfortunately. And it usually does take school phones the longest amount of time to be delivered. So it could take a couple of weeks, but your administrator will continue to check in with you, and we will definitely reach out to the vendor if we need to request anything being expedited or just to check in on the status. Please note that your 4-digit extension that will be part of your Insight phone number is provided on a card that comes with the phone. So please try to keep in mind that you'll want to look out for that card and note what your extension is so you'll know what your full phone number is. If you lose the card or accidentally throw it away, we can retrieve it for you. Additional instructions for setting up the phone are posted in the faculty lab binder under new faculty onboarding and your school phone. A printer is also a part of your Stride equipment. And again, you usually do not receive an email with tracking for the printer. It does usually arrive a little bit later than the laptop. It just depends on shipping times and, heavy high need time periods impact the shipping times for that. And it is also delivered to the home address on file. Again, just like with the phone, we will check in with you until all of your expected deliveries are completed. Accessories will also be delivered, such as a mouse, a headset, in some cases a writing tablet, which pertains to certain content subjects only, such as math teachers. Accessories usually arrive separately and are delivered to your home address, and we will continue to check in with you so you will know what to expect. So this concludes the Stride Human Resources action items, we will continue with the next level of onboarding, which is the Quileute Valley School District action items.